Hello guys, since many of you are asking about the quality objectives on how to write an effective quality objectives, I prepared this mini-series for you. It's a very short clip about the quality objectives, how are you going to go through with it, and how are you going to have an effective, measurable, attainable, and realistic objectives for your department. So okay, let's start. Okay. Okay. So how to write quality objectives. First, let's define what is a quality objective. A quality objective is a result you intend to achieve. Objectives can be strategic, tactical, operational, can apply to any organization as a whole, to a system, process, product, or project or service. So when you say, for example, it's strategic, it's more on the whole company. So it's like the top level strategic plan of the company. This is more on the top management. So this could be the vice president, the CEO, or the CFO, those kinds of positions. So they are the ones who are doing the strategic plans for the company. Something like strategic marketing plans, something like strategic business plan. So once you have this strategic department, strategic plans, you can also have the tactical plans. The tactical plans are these are the plans or objectives that are for the managers, the middle managers, the supervisors, and the superintendents. These are the people who are directly managing the lower or the frontliners. For the operational, these are more of the nitty-gritty, the small procedures and work instructions. Basically, these are the frontliners, the laborers, the technicians, the engineers, and all other rank and file positions. So once the company top management have these strategic plans, so it will be cascaded to the managers to have a technical plan, and then the managers will be able to cascade it to the frontliners or the lower ranking personnel of the company for the operational process, which are the SOPs, works instructions, and other things like that. So objectives may also be referred to as targets, aims, goals, or intended outcomes. So it depends on your department. Some of you will be able to produce an objective for their department based on the goals that I wanted for the next year, or the outcome that hasn't been done yet. Like for example, from X amount of products that you're producing right now, you wanted to double it up, like in 2x amount of products that you wanted to produce. And for targets, it may be financial targets, it may be quality targets, it may be um, human resource targets or manpower targets. So these are the objectives that you can use. The other meaning of the quality is the standard. Quality means standard of something as measured against other things of similar kind. This is the degree of excellence. So there are two words in the quality objective. First is the quality, and then the second is the objective. So for quality, it means a standard of something as measured against other things of similar kind. So it means for the ISO 9001, you are being pegged off against other companies who are following the ISO 9001. So it's a similar kind. Whether you are producing consumer products, whether you're producing top level services, or other products or services that is business to business or business to consumer, you are being pegged off, or you're being followed, or you're being measured against a similar kind of degree of excellence of something. So what does it mean? So quality objective means it is generally based on a derived from an organization's quality policy and must be consistent with it. So when you are putting out a quality objective, it must be synchronized, it must be derived, or it must follow the quality policy of the company. So next, how do you set quality objectives? You should use the SMART philosophy. First, what is the SMART philosophy? Is most of you knows about it. It is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-oriented. So specific, it means it is clearly defined based on the gap analysis or the problem root cause analysis. So when crafting the quality objectives for the company, you have to do a gap analysis, which means what is the gap? What is the procedure or the problem that you need to fill in, or the problem that you need to solve? So it must be specific for your department, specific for a task. Next is it must be measurable. So it must be quantifiable. So meaning it can be translated into numbers, percentages, and the like. Next is attainable. It must be realistic based on the organization's capacity and the department's ability to implement. So there must be methodologies that must be established. So based on the current situation of the company, based on the current resources that you have to be realistic about it on how to attain the quality objectives. Next is the relevance. It must be based in the now, which means right now, currently. Now means what is the current requirements of the company or the department. So the current uh, uh, requirements that you have right now must be also aligned to the quality policy. So it must be relevant. So you will be able to fill in, or you will be able to contribute to the strategic plans or the quality policy of the company. Next, it is time oriented. So as it implies, targets there must be target days or time frame. It must be clear and also realistic. So it means if you say it's gonna be 5 months, it's gonna be yearly or quarterly, that must be time oriented based on the relevance, based on the realistic situation of the company, and it is also measurable and specific to your department. So what are the examples of quality objectives? It can be based on the defect, error, or the out of specifications if you're producing certain products. So one example is to reduce the out of specification products by X amount percent or X percent. So if it is based on the performance, you can use increase product cycle to X hours or X days of use. For efficiency, improve the operational efficiency by X percent. Or for safety, to achieve zero safety incidents in the plant. For deliveries, for example, we have products for delivery. This is applicable to couriers or logistics company or any other businesses that have deliveries in their supply chain. So achieve X percent of on-time product deliveries. So if you are in a service-oriented company, service-oriented industry, so the customer service should be also be measured. Like the quality objectives could be something like to ensure a customer satisfaction rate of X percent. So if you are, for example, in the semiconductor company, or if you are in a computer company, or any other products that the consumers are using, there must be some repair request. So you can also use that to solve all repair requests within 2 days, and there be delivery updates within 3 days, something like that. And for example, if you are in the training center of your company, you can use this quality objective. So by the end of the fiscal year, we have 3 internal quality auditors trained for ISO 9001 and 14001. And if you're going to look at the quality objectives that I have laid out here. These are all specific, these are all realistic, these are all attainable and time bound. So these are the things that you need to do, these are the things that you need to remember, and these are the things that is the most important to fulfill your quality objectives based on the quality policy of your company. So hopefully everything should be clear now, or or you already have an idea on how to do it within your department. And if you have any questions or any queries regarding the quality objectives, just approach me and I will be happy to assist you. Thank you very much for listening, and uh, thank you for your time.